what they've got for us today. Okay, I've got someone who's very quick out of the box here. It's a very simple message to begin with, but one that needs to be spoken. And it is a message that needs to be spoken repeatedly because of what comes towards you in your daily lives, repeatedly to the contrary. And this is for you, each and every one of you, to have the deepest respect for yourselves and to love yourselves unconditionally, regardless of what happens in your daily life, regardless of mistakes that you have made or transgressions, for you simply to accept and love yourselves. And we also want to allow you to know, to give you the permission to know that whilst you are very responsible and upstanding soul beings in your world, that you are also working with the forces of karma. And there are times when the karmic world must work through you, and which may mean that you make unconscious mistakes and errors, which then has an impact upon others. And this is a force of karma. And sometimes it is required for each of you to make mistakes in your lives, simply because not only yourself, but others may learn and have the earth experiences that they decreed they required to have in this journey of learning, of accepting, of loving, of being, of progression. When you find that you perhaps has not lived up to your own expectations, be aware that you are still striving, and your intentions and your endeavor to improve yourselves, to elevate yourselves is one factor. But the other factor is there are karmic forces at work that need to be in play for others to learn and experience what they have set out to do in this world. Love yourselves for the transgressions you may or may not make. Love yourself for any shortcomings that you have in your life. And as you essentially reprogram yourselves accordingly, you will then be able to elevate yourself from any other karmic, let's say, mishaps that are in your pathway, because you have learnt the core life lesson of acceptance, of love. And this includes when someone has made transgressions against you, for you to learn, for you to allow them to make their mistakes and for them to learn, knowing that we are all ultimately connected to Source, that all of humanity is ultimately connected through different forces of karma, of being, and of soul spiritual evolution. You all live in a quantum field of soul essence. And this soul essence is comprised of a whole mixture of forces, including human emotions. And the more that this quantum field of which you are part of is charged with unconditional love, with acceptance, with forgiveness, this changes the whole ocean upon which humanity is based. And suddenly all of humanity is drinking from an ocean of water, or a body of vibration and frequency, which is of love, acceptance, forgiveness. And the world will change. And as that quantum field is also charged with abundance, peace, and harmony, so it cannot be that the earth would be in any other predominant space. The challenge for humanity, though, is that lower forces come in to the being of human beings, and many do succumb to them. And there are many, many, many who are oblivious to the soul and spiritual connections to Source, to God, to the broader universe, and live a very materialistic existence. But for you to take the time for yourselves, to love yourselves, to acknowledge your spirituality, you are therefore charging and re-energizing the whole quantum field from which every other human being in your planet is part of. This is the essential responsibility of free will in humanity, to learn to love unconditionally. And with that force, there comes a sense of inner healing and inner peace. But the whole platform of unconditional love then opens up a whole new panorama of wisdom, of vision, and of connection with the higher worlds, the angelic worlds, the worlds of your spiritual ancestors, the high initiates, and those who love and care for you and for all people upon the earth most dearly, without exception. There is an extensive and powerful hierarchy of spiritual beings and angelic figures overseeing humanity, like a parent oversees a child who makes mistakes, who can be selfish, who can trip, who can stumble, but allowing that to occur so that they may live and learn and grow in wisdom, and also grow in the understanding of what it is to be human, what it is to have free will, what it is to exercise choices which at some times may not be the ideal. But this is all part of the maturity and the evolution. As one human being helps another, helps to awaken another, helps to bring them to a point in their lives where one day they will cross this threshold from a simple, simplistic, materialistic vision of living to something much higher, much greater, much more unified, much more magnificent, and aligned with the quantum field of source frequency. You could consider us as ambassadors of love. But we are not. We are merely aligned with the frequency of love. And it is with that that we reach down into your own psyche, hoping that your own aspect of love will join and unite with ours. And as we join in unison, the power of love is logarithmic. It multiplies. And together we are strong. In the unity of love, the universe will find its harmony, its peace, and its progress to a place of love, wonder, goodness, and enriching experience. Our blessings and our best wishes to you all, my friends. With grace and strength and celebration of your life, every moment of your life, hold it in celebration. Hold it in the wisdom of spirit that brought you here and will return you to source at the conclusion of your state in material consciousness. It is a gift to behold, to be able to extend your spirit through this window of opportunity to live a material existence in your planet Earth. It is a treasure that many seek to savor from the spiritual world, but not all are able to descend through the frequencies to have the experience that you do. It is a difficult task. It is a most challenging task. And in many ways, the Earth is still a young place. It is still a young planet. So you are still the pioneers of bringing love into this world of free will, into this world of willfulness, into a world that so much needs light, love, goodness, acceptance, forgiveness, and the striving to move forward to ascend. And again, we reach out to you in peace and love. Many blessings.